There's Mount Fuji. Looks like they have an entire army guarding it.
The place looks like a fortress.
You can let us off here, big guy. Thanks.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Sin and Punishment Star Successor. We are now in what would probably be Vlad's least favorite level, the Lava Ocean. Yeah, you don't want to skate across this sea, because you see, it's not like the one that we were in before with the nice pearly blue waters. No, this sea, you see, it will burn you, singe you like a sacred flare of Ho-Oh. And those freaky things, those crawlers, are kind of hard to kill. But then again, there's a lot of difficult things to kill, and you can use these meleeable missiles to knock some of them out. Of course, you have to have better aim than I have, but if you manage to point your reticle to where you want to go, or use your charge shot on a multiple tiered enemy area, blowing up multiple baddies in one shot, then good on you. And I always encourage video responses if you too have this game, but are far better at it than me. I believe that to be possible easily. So you could post your high scores in a video response to this. So I would recommend leaving the missile firing ammo givers alive. You can potentially charge shot them, but then you're going to have difficulties going through this lava pit. Because of so many tough to fight enemies that have a lot. Now this freaking thing, geez, now the crawlers are getting laser beam powers, or laser ball powers. I don't know which is better. I guess it's all on how they aim, because that one didn't last long. But they've got incredibly tough armor, and if you can knock them out with a couple of these missiles, it'll help you out considerably. Because that's the problem with the charge shot. I mean, it is very powerful, and it can usually knock out any of these baddies who are not a boss in one go, or maybe even two. No, it's usually one. It has to recharge. It has to cool down. You can't be firing it off like a machine gun charge shot, although that would be extremely awesome. So this is pretty much what we were doing this whole level, and I'm failing to do now, except we're stopped and aiming at a field of these annoying crab-like walking robot enemies. They almost kind of remind me of things from Metal Gear Solid. But same deal here, just try and melee the missiles, or charge shot like that. You know, that also works too. It's a good maneuver to use right when you're about to end the battle with the last of them. When that beam ball shooter comes at you, that's when you should probably utilize the charge shot. Those enemies, you have to shoot for the green spot, because as soon as they're back, as soon as they cover it up, they'll fire their own laser balls at you, and it is a pain in the face. Oh, and these rocks, bad for concussions. Wear a helmet through this level. Actually, I don't think that's an option. There's no options to change armor. You are what you are. You keep firing the way you do. Hopefully you get better as you progress, because you have so much practice at shooting things. Oh, geez. Yeah. Don't be sashimiing the whole entire screen with lasers. Please. No. Okay. These boats are especially annoying. Ah, I missed my charge shot. That's awful. Oh, no. Now more dark matter's coming at you. Whoa! Flying lava manta rays, as Vlad would say. That's astounding. I can't believe they could take the heat. I didn't know there was creatures that lived in lava. That would be a horrible upgrade for Notch to do. Things that pop out from the lava in Minecraft to get you and pull you in. But this is an even worse boss than just something pulling you into the lava. This has no interests in pulling you in. All it wants to do is shoot you down. So you have to do the same to it. You have to focus on the main turret reticles that are going to be doing the most damage right now. I'm saving my charge shot. I could easily have taken out those machine gun turrets, but they do fade away. And now we're in a field of dark matter ray guns. It's amazing. You think, oh, that's as bad as it can get. Lasers, right? Maybe some flamethrower action. Nope, gets worse. These things shoot dark matter, and they mess up Issa's movement. As you saw, if you run into them, you go, oh, I'm going through another dimension, but I'm not. So I recommend charge shotting what you can. Don't waste any of your time focusing the charge blasts on those shooters, because you can actually take them down with just a constant stream of bullets. But you need the charge shot to sufficiently defeat the antimatter shooters, because they have very tough calcified armor that can't be cracked unless you power up your beam. Or your blast. It's really your blast. You don't have so much of a beam cannon. And make sure you shoot those little guys down there, because they'll be annoying turret gun blasters acting as that, shooting you from below while these annoyances shoot from above. Now save your charge shot here as well. There's going to be a harder enemy soon popping up out of the grid. And there they are. These things create annoying patterns across the screen in light, and you gotta not run into the orb parts like I just did right there. So try and dodge away from where they're cutting up the screen. You can pretty much go through their horizontal beams fine. It's the spherical tips that are the damaging edge. So if you want to take them out, a charge shot is best. We actually just got a 2-for-1 deal there, so that works. If you can manage that, by all means. Let's see if we could do it again. Okay, crappy aim on my part. We just eliminated the easier crab-walking enemies. The thing that's difficult about this ship is that it impedes your movement in a big way. It doesn't have constantly direct firing guns. I mean, it does have that in the form of these rapid fire enemies, but it also has ones that make dodging the rapid fire sometimes nearly impossible. Alright, so we didn't manage to kill off those 2 laser shooters, but that's fine. They're going back into the ship. So long as you can survive every part and not run into too many impediments, you'll get through this level. But this is quite the battleship to behold. Something that doesn't get phased by lava and has this kind of firepower. It's no wonder it outlasts the fiery burn of the lava. It's got so much firepower. It's like, bitch, I'll explode you! Probably uses lava for the power of its guns. I mean, how do you create antimatter, huh? I mean, going back to the Minecraft example, you have to go through a purple portal to get to a world of lava. This might as well be a nether ship. This is how it's trying to end our life. It's going to send us to nether and let us have to take on an endless army of ghasts that keep on spawning so long as there's space. Yeah, I say cutting off a ghast spawn is probably a lot harder than doing a lot of other anti-spawn methods. But I don't think we'll have any more of those anti-gravity guns, so if you want to use your charge shot on the turrets right here, or at least on one of them before the other one goes away, then do so. We're getting up to the end point of this ship. It's had just about enough of us. But it's got one more trick up its sleeve. I think it does, anyway. Yup. The Giga Gun. Now we fight the NS Molten. Yeah, wow. So we're fighting the battleship itself. It's got incredible beam cannons that has a spinning mechanism to constantly make the screen a hazard to be on. You cannot stand still in this fight. You've got to keep rolling with the quadrants, trying to dodge those energy balls, all the while locking onto your target and firing off any charge shots that you can get in between that. A recommendation for fighting through these electric balls that are very bothersome, you can actually melee them. I don't think they're going to melee back at their master, but they will get out of your way. So that's an option. And I recommend using the A lock-on feature here because you're going to be doing so much moving around the screen trying to dodge these intensive beam rays that you can't be worrying about where your reticle is going to be bouncing all over the screen, not maybe pointing at the ship at some times. So just click the A button. That's what the lock-on's for. You're doing intense dodging here. Or at least going with the way that the beams are, so you don't get caught by both the beams and the spheres. Beam sphere attack! Yeah, it's much easier to go with the tide of the windmill than against it. And you're broken! Booyah! Goodbye, battleship. What, you want some more? You gonna have one last cannon? I don't think so. That's right, you sunk. You stunk! You're done! But it'll be back. It's just going to recharge its lava ships. Stock. To make more plasma weapons. It will be back. I wonder how the crew works on a lava ship like that. Oh, we gotta go swab the poop deck. Ah! I got vaporized again by the lava. Oh, check that out. I love using the crustal design. Oof! Run into half a building there. Can't blow up the building part. That's apparently his strong point. So those lava crustal, not crusta. You want to dodge the building right before it hits you, unlike I did. Right when it's going to go past you. It's very similar to those things that popped up out of the sand and gave you little time to dodge. You have to dodge right on the point that they're about to attack. Those interesting flying machines, they're not too much of a problem. They can be eliminated quickly. These fireworms pose much more of a movement impediment as you go through here. And you also got to look out for these floating things that want to explode on your face if you let them get too close. They're kind of like puffer mines from Metroid. And what the... lava rams, I suppose? If that's what that is. Yeah, it looks like maybe that or bulls. I don't know. But I know this. I died. Yes. The power of editing. Yeah, if I didn't run into those crustal, I probably would have been better off. Oh my goodness! I don't know if I was supposed to melee that. But, this... oh boy. Good. That's definitely a bull. So don't let them run into you. That would be bad. That would take a lot of help. No! Alright, dodging them is pretty simple. That is a good plan. We'll just keep barrel rolling and get by. Because I don't really know what those cutting machines do. If they go crazy and chop up the track. But I know that bull damage is bull donkey. You don't want to do it. Unbelievable. Throwing a lot at us. And we don't have enough charge shots to take them out. God damn, a charge shot doesn't even work. What is this nonsense? Oh. Yeah, it sent you for a fly, too. If you get struck. Oh, that's what we're supposed to do. No wonder. These... oh, what a fool. Well, that's what happens when you don't play a game for a while and you come back to it. You forget the great strategies like that. So, there's a recommendation. Don't dodge the bulls. Hit them head on. Take the bull on by the horns and melee attack it, pointing your reticle towards those flying machines, because much like missiles, those are melee ammo pieces. I just didn't know it. Hi, lava crustals. Man, that'd be cool if Crustal had a lava fire ground form. It'd be very interesting, because if it was fire ground, would it be super effectively hit by ground type moves? I wonder. Okay, now we're in the skies above what seems to be the power production plant. More of these annoying green eye shooters, which you gotta hit fast before they close up their eye, are coming after us. Plus, jetpack soldiers with, guess who's back? The anti-gravity guns. That's right. Those black portal guns that they have that just take damage out. They don't take us to another wonderful place on the map. They're gonna come at you, in full force on this part of the level. You also have to dodge the smokestacks as you're going through, because those do some considerable damage too. Like running into concrete that's not too giving if you smack into it face first. That hurts. Unfortunately, these jetpack people will never do that. At least I don't think they will. but a charge shot is the best way to take them out. Oh, what's he running away for?
I'm willing to bet this train will take us to the heart of the base. What the heck is that?
This guy's tough.
Our shots bounce right off it. Okay, then, let's see how he likes this.
We've had battles in the air. We've had battles in the city. Now we're having battles on the track. On a different track, not a race track like the desert track when we had to take on that combination vulture saber-toothed sand tiger. But this battle is not too bad. What you have to worry about... Oh boy, not getting hit by those mines. But what you have to worry about mostly is moving from cart to cart as you're going across the rail and not flying. The idea of this fight, other than getting rid of these fools, which is just a preliminary requirement to fighting the real commander, which is in our rear, but you can see that he's running behind us. We have to send these carts flying towards him, but if you do any kind of flying on this mission, since we're going at such Mach speeds of amazing train track, oh crap. So keep a view on your rear view because he fires out fire like that and can actually help you because he took out the last of those stands. Make sure that you're not burnt to a crisp when he sends his flame towards you. I don't know what this thing is. Combination bull or, I don't know, crazy ass monster. That's what it is. So here's where we can fight back. Hoocha! Ah, I missed. Oh my goodness. You have to, as you're running past, melee those levers to send back a cart, and then Issa will auto-fly onto the next train cart, so don't worry about that. And knock out the boss. Because he stays behind us most of the time, we can't hit him with our firing charge shots as much as we would with others. This is an interesting perspective to have a fight, but it's fun nonetheless. I like rolling from train cart to train cart and trying to make him keep up with us as we send them flying his way. He hasn't even once been able to use his fireball tactics. Oh, never mind. But when he does, he misses anyway. So no harm, no foul. We just keep sending back the trains on the track. Get on the track. Oh, but there's another beacon point here to fight. Take these fools out with a charge shot. Let it load and look out for their hyena dogs and mines that they chuck at you. Okay, that guy's gone. Now we can fire one final charge shot. Messed me up with firing. That's something to look out for, is if you're charging your beam, your blast, it will not last if you're hit by a bullet or disrupted during that. So that's why you have to be careful and selective when you are shooting the charge beam, because it can get messed up pretty easily, like I did right there by that fireball. That thing is a monster. A absolute monster. Let's destroy it quickly. So keep rolling around, try and get an idea for where, on which track he's running into. Because if you hit off the wrong cart, goes down the wrong rail, it obviously won't do any damage to him. Gotta keep running down the rails. Hitting him in the face, hope it doesn't fail. Okay, epic train track song fail too. But we must keep running until that happens. And then we win.
Gotcha. Whoa! What the heck was that thing?
It's a baby. That keeper was a mom.
Oh man. Now I feel kind of bad for the little guy.
Issa!
Kachi! Kachi!
Hey! Let me go!
Hang tight, Kachi! I'll save you!